You think thinking positive will magically get things done? No. Toxic positivity tells you that mindset is everything, but it forgets execution. It teaches you to ignore the burnout, hide the fear, and cover procrastination with fake peace. But productivity lives in discipline, in structure, in sweat. Real growth begins when you stop pretending and start producing. Let's stop lying to ourselves. You don't need another motivational quote slapped over a sunset. You don't need another Instagram carousel telling you that everything will work out if you just trust the universe. What you need is truth. And the truth is, this obsession with always feeling good is killing your ability to actually get things done. You were not designed to feel 100% happy 100% of the time. You were not built to be inspired before every action. You were built to act anyway, to rise up in chaos, to focus under pressure, to move, not because of how you feel, but because of what needs to be done. Toxic positivity tells you that any negative emotion is wrong. Feeling tired? Just smile more. Feeling overwhelmed? Just manifest peace. Struggling to focus? Just be grateful. And while those words sound sweet, they're quietly training you to escape reality. They don't fix your problems. They numb you to them. You don't build a meaningful life by pretending everything's okay. You build it by doing the hard, boring, unglamorous work, especially when it's not okay. The world doesn't need more positive thinkers. It needs more doers, more people who show up tired, show up scared, show up unsure, but still show up. Let me tell you something most positive vibes only people won't. Sometimes it's okay to feel off. It's okay to be discouraged. It's okay to admit that things are messy, stressful, and complicated. That's not weakness, that's honesty. And honesty is the first step to real progress. You don't rise by ignoring the fire. You rise by walking through it, by confronting the tension, the pressure, the discomfort, and still doing the work. You want to be productive? Stop telling yourself you're just not in the right headspace. Start designing a routine that works with or without your mood. Stop chasing vibes. Start building systems. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how you felt. It's about what you finished. This video isn't for the fake happy crowd. It's for the ones who are tired of smiling through burnout. The ones who want more than motivation. The ones who want mastery. Because if you're ready to break free from toxic positivity and tap into your true potential, then what comes next will be your wake-up call. Number 1, the lie of constant happiness. Why fake positivity fails you. Toxic positivity tells you that if you're not smiling, you're doing life wrong. It says, be happy, be calm, be grateful, always. And while gratitude is powerful, forced happiness is dangerous. It convinces you that uncomfortable emotions are a problem instead of a signal. Your stress? It's telling you you're stretched too thin. Your frustration? It's a signal something needs to change. Your anxiety? It's trying to protect you from failure. But it might also be stopping you from taking the leap. Toxic positivity turns all these signals into shame. Instead of listening, it tells you to smile harder. And when that fake smile doesn't solve anything, you blame yourself. You think you're lazy. You think you're broken. You think you're not positive enough. But it's not your mindset that's broken. It's the message. Because real productivity isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about showing up, even when you don't. Discipline doesn't need a mood. Excellence doesn't wait for the perfect energy. And success, real, lasting success, often starts on the days when you don't want to do a damn thing. So no, constant happiness isn't the goal. Emotional honesty is. Because when you stop lying to yourself about how you feel, you finally give yourself permission to do something real about it. Number 2, positive thinking versus positive action. Know the difference. Thinking positive is easy. It feels good, it sounds good, and it looks good on paper. But thinking alone doesn't write books. It doesn't build businesses. It doesn't transform your body, your finances, or your future. Positive thinking without positive action is mental decoration. It's like dreaming of getting strong but never lifting the weight. like saying, "I believe in myself," while skipping the hard work. There's a big difference between motivated thoughts and disciplined execution. One gives you a buzz, the other gives you results. You can visualize success all day, but if you don't wake up early, show up on time, follow through when it gets boring, when it gets hard, when no one claps for you, then that vision becomes your escape, not your reality. Toxic positivity says, "Don't worry, it'll all work out." But real power says, "Do the work, and it will." We've confused feeling good with doing good. We chase inspiration and ignore responsibility. But your next breakthrough isn't hiding in your vision board. It's buried under your excuses. It's hidden behind your resistance. And until you act, nothing changes. So stop calling it positive thinking when it's actually productive procrastination. Your goals don't need more affirmation. They need more action. Number 3, the hidden cost of ignoring your real emotions. Toxic positivity doesn't just lie to you, it teaches you to lie to yourself. It tells you, stay positive no matter what. But what if you're breaking inside? What if you're burnt out, overwhelmed, confused, and instead of dealing with it, you're shoving a fake smile over a growing wound? Suppressing emotions doesn't make you stronger, it makes you numb. And numb people don't produce, they pretend. You can't heal what you won't face. And when you deny your real feelings, you disconnect from your real self. Toxic positivity tells you not to complain. But sometimes complaining is clarity. Sometimes venting is the pressure release your system needs. Sometimes feeling the frustration is the first step to changing what's broken. You're not weak for feeling low, you're human. The danger is not in the sadness, it's in burying it under fake joy. Because when you do that, you're not processing your pain, you're postponing it. And postponed pain becomes chronic distraction. It keeps you busy, scrolling, snacking, starting things you never finish, because deep down, you don't feel safe being real. But the most productive people aren't the ones who feel amazing every day. They're the ones who face the truth, sit with discomfort, and still do what matters. Your emotions are messengers, not enemies. Stop muting the signals, start listening, and start moving forward. Number 4, why mindset without action is useless. You've heard it over and over. Mindset is everything. Number mindset is not everything. Mindset is the engine. But if there's no fuel, no steering, and no motion, you're just parked in a beautiful car going nowhere. Positive thinking can prime you, it can prepare you, but it can't replace doing the work. The world isn't changed by people who think positive thoughts. It's changed by people who wake up tired, show up anyway, and execute. That's what separates real progress from illusions of progress. You can visualize success all day, but unless your hands get dirty, it's just a daydream. Optimism is powerful. Belief is essential. But they mean nothing if you're not building systems, solving problems, and shipping results. Toxic positivity convinces you that being in alignment is more important than being in motion. It's not. Sometimes you'll feel off, sometimes you won't feel ready, sometimes you'll feel like an imposter, and still, you've got to act. Because action creates clarity, discipline sharpens purpose, and progress rewires your belief system from wishful to unstoppable. You don't need to wait for the perfect mindset. You need to move. Every day you postpone action in the name of alignment. You're actually training yourself to wait for permission. Stop waiting. Start building. Let mindset support the mission, not substitute for it. Number 5, the cost of ignoring real emotions. Toxic positivity doesn't just delay progress, it suppresses truth. You feel exhausted, but you smile. You feel anxious, but you post motivational quotes. You feel like you're drowning, but you say, "I'm fine." Sound familiar? This forced happiness culture tells you to just think positive instead of dealing with what's real. It convinces you that admitting struggle is weakness, that acknowledging fear means you're broken. Suppressing pain doesn't make you stronger, it makes you numb. And when you go numb, you stop growing. You stop reflecting. You stop being honest about where you are. And without that honesty, there is no real improvement. You cannot fix what you won't face, and you won't face it if you're addicted to pretending everything is okay. Here's what real productivity demands: courage, not fake cheerfulness, not endless affirmations, but the courage to say, I'm overwhelmed, I need to slow down, I need to shift something. You want to grow? Start by getting real. Tears are not weakness. Doubt is not failure. Emotions are signals, not enemies. Use them. Listen to them. They're trying to show you something deeper than any empty good vibes only mantra ever could, because productivity doesn't come from lying to yourself. It comes from knowing yourself, and that starts with truth. So let me leave you with this. You were never meant to fake it until you broke. You were never meant to chase productivity by ignoring your pain. Real growth? It doesn't wear a smile 24/7. It grinds. It hurts. It gets up at 5 a.m. when the world is asleep and the mind is tired. It shows up on the days it doesn't want to. It tells the truth, even when that truth is, I'm struggling. This world doesn't need more fake smiles and surface-level motivation. It needs people brave enough to feel, brave enough to rest, brave enough to face themselves, rebuild from the inside, and take one real, uncomfortable, meaningful step forward. That's how you produce. That's how you create a life that matters. Not with empty positivity, but with honest discipline, honest emotion, and honest effort. So the next time someone tells you to just stay positive, you look them in the eye and say, I choose truth. I choose work. I choose real progress, not polished pretense. Don't be hypnotized by hollow encouragement. Stand in your truth and build something that lasts. Real productivity starts where toxic positivity ends. Stay real, stay focused, and above all, stay human.